Okay. So, good evening, everyone, once again. My name is Genesis Sewanyoku, and I'll be your facilitator for today. I'll be taking us through the session for today. What we'll be covering basically includes a brief introduction to Optrust, just a very brief intro, also a brief introduction to myself, who will be facilitating the program, and then we'll delve straight into overview of business analysis, what business analysis is. For those of us that really don't know what business analysis is, I'll give a high level description of it. Also, what are the responsibilities of business analysts? What are the benefits you stand to gain becoming a business analyst, both financial benefits and whatnot. We'll also discuss that. And then we'll wrap the session by taking a look at the program itself, the business analysis program that will be starting next month, January. What is it about? How is the framework for the program? How does the program run? The duration of the program? What do you stand to gain? And what are the commitments that are required by you for the program? So we'll be starting right away. So first, about Optrust, some of the key milestones that we'll be able to attain over the years, the programs, the benefits, and also reviews from our past students who've been able to train, or should I say, build capacity to for students globally over the years. Optrust is a consulting and also a capacity building company that specializes in training and mentoring of professionals who desire to transit into tech. So before I just continue, let me just also clarify. If you have any question, please feel free to type them on the chat section of this meeting. Use the chat section, or you could wait after I conclude with the overview. I'll give rooms for everyone to ask their questions. I will take questions and also respond accordingly. All right. So back to what I was saying. Optrust started in October 2019. Basically, I went for a BA event, IIBA Nigeria event here in Nigeria. And when I got to that event, it was an opportunity for various business analysts within the country, even outside the country, to rub minds, discuss, talk about business analysis, challenges, and whatnot. And in that event, one thing kept on reoccurring. One issue kept on reoccurring, and that was the lack of quality training. Many people who desire to become business analysts, and even those that were business analysts in the field back then, we are all complaining about the lack of quality training. So is it that there is no proper mentorship for those who are young BAs, or there is no quality persons that could train them to understand what business analysis was all about? Now, at the end of that event, I went back home and I decided that I was going to start up a business analysis training institute. So Optrust was initially about business analysis. I just wanted to train business analysts. I wanted to help people who don't have the opportunity to obtain quality training, help pass that knowledge and experience that I've been able to gather over the years, and also mentor them through the process. So we started in October 2029 with 7 students. After the first set of students in October, in 2020, when COVID happened, it kind of opened the door, right, for Optrust, and we went global. That was when we had our very first candidates or students from Canada, Chioma Okori and Uyo. They were the very first people that I trained in Canada, and after training, in a matter of 2 or 3 months, they're able to secure jobs in Canada as business analysts. And I began to see the impact of what I was doing in the lives of people, right? That I could train someone from the comfort of my home, either in Nigeria here or in Canada or in US or Australia or even in the UK. and they go for job interviews and they perform excellently and get fantastic job offers from companies. So I began to extend the horizon and also the capacity for which we are going to reach people globally. And in 2022, early 2022, basically, we opened up to the UK market and we began to train people in UK. So all over the world, in Ghana, in UK, in Nigeria, in Canada, in US, several places around the world, I've been able to train business analysts, mentor them from being an absolute novice to becoming expert in their field. Some are working for government institutions, some are working for PwC, some are working for Fortune 500 companies all over the world today. And it's something of pride and gratitude and satisfaction for me, knowing that I've been able to replicate knowledge, replicate confidence in the minds and lives of people globally. Over the years at Optrust, we're going to train over 300 students globally in business analysis, product management, that is PM, product development, as well as at August 2023. We're able to train over 300 students. Now, I said earlier that we started Optrust with a dream of just training business analysts, right? But as we went ahead, I saw that there's a need for us to spread into other tech roles that are lacking quality training, and we began to expand and grow, and we brought in product management, product design as well. And then up until today, we've been able to increase our portfolio into quality assurance, into software development, and also business analytics, or you can say data analytics. And for us in 2024, the goal for us is to train as much more people than we have done in our previous years. So by the end of 2024, we are hoping that we'll be able to effectively train and mentor over 1,000 students by the end of 2024. Now, some of the programs that we offer as Optrust at the moment includes business analysis, product design, quality assurance, or what people know it as software testing, right? Software development, we do both front end and back end, right? If you just want to learn front end, that is a 3 month program. If you want to learn back end, that is another 3 months program as well. If you want to learn the full stack, that is front end and back end, that will be a 6 months program. Then we do product management as well and data analytics. For us, some of the benefits that students tend to gain learning with us includes that the fact that you have access to expert tutors. We don't just recruit tutors that are mid-level or starting their careers in their various endeavors. We go for those that are experts, those that are heads of departments, those that are senior level professionals in their field. And it's not just about being a senior level person or professional in your field. We drill down to those who have the passion to teach, to train, to help others. It's one thing for you to know, and it's another thing for you to be able to pass across what you know. So we ensure that we go out there and get expert tutors that would help to not just only train, but also mentor our students into becoming that dream professionals they want to be. We have good track records. I will show you guys some reviews from our past students that they've written on Google on our behalf. We also offer hands-on projects, and that is one of our key selling points as well. We put you in a real life project where you get to work with key stakeholders you are going to be working with when you get your job. So when you land your job, you won't be asking, what does a QA need from me? What does a product owner need from me as a PA? What does a software engineer need from me? Or what does a business manager need from me? You already know your responsibilities and what is required of you as a business analyst from the get-go. And then another benefit you also stand to gain is that we offer mentorship. Your signing up or taking a program with us is not just the end of your relationship with us. For instance, if you finish your program, your relationship or collaboration with us does not end there. we offer our students ongoing mentorship, on-the-job mentorship. So when you land that dream job of yours, we offer you on-the-job mentorship for a month so that you can, stand your feet and get going as fast as possible. So we offer mentorship for our students to help them gain confidence while on the job. Now, what are some of the things that our past students have said about us? I mentioned Chioma Okorias when I was talking about when we went into Canada, right? So Chioma went on ahead to write a review for us back then. And she said, my experience at Optrust is nothing short of fantastic, I must say. The knowledge and hands-on experience I gained from them gave me the confidence and booster. Now, before Choma came to us, she has never taken up the role of a business analyst. In short, she has never done anything related to tech at any point. She was working in a bank here in Nigeria before she relocated to Canada with her family. But along the line, when she came to us and I got to understand her desire to become a business analyst, she, at the end of the 3 months program, she was able not just to understand business analysis, but to practice it, to take on a project by herself. And never for one day did she even reach out to me to help her or to give her support on the job. She was able to pick it up from the one when she got the job and she ran with it. We have Ayodele, who today is a senior business analyst. I think that's Saskatchewan or Nova Scotia, the government of Nova Scotia. He's a senior business analyst with them. We have Chioma Ojunwa. We have a lot of them. So many of our students. These are just few of them I had to screen grab their reviews and then post on here for you guys to see. So let me just talk briefly about myself, right? Just to let you guys know who I am, since I'll be facilitating the program and also give you much more confidence as well. So my name is Genesis Enwenyoku, as I said at the beginning. I'm a certified business analysis professional. Got the certificate from International Institute of Business Analysis. That was in 2019. I have over 6 years of experience in business analysis. I'm also the founder and lead facilitator in Optrust. I have experiences and expertise in building technological, strategic, and operational solutions for companies across the globe. As I mentioned earlier as well, I've been able to train over 300 students in product management, business analysis, and product design globally, and with over 80% success rate. And I can tell you that confidently, with over 80% success rate, I've been able to mentor and train people globally. Most of my students work with Fortune 500 companies and other big enterprises across the world. Part of my passion is basically building capabilities of people, helping people grow and aspire to that dream professional they want to be. Now, that's just what I want to talk about myself, basically. And some of the places that I've worked in the past includes Rover, which is where I currently work, Venture Garden Group, Vertebra, Lafarge, Fintrack, and you can go on and on. I mentioned several places I've worked, either as a BA or other career paths as well. Currently, I'm part of the um, director members in business analysis community in Nigeria. Now, let's delve right into business analysis overview. Just a short, or should I say brief overview of what business analysis is. By the time we start the course proper, right, we'll go into details um, in business analysis, all that pertains to business analysis, the nitty-gritty in business analysis. But for this evening, because of time, we'll just stick to understanding a high-level concept of business analysis. What business analysis is, what are the responsibilities of a business analyst, why do companies hire business analysts, and what are some of the benefits you stand to gain being a business analyst. Starting with the description of business analysis. Business analysis basically is a practice of enabling change, right? Change is transformation, transforming a business, transforming a company is a practice of enabling change in an organization by identifying and defining the needs. So, as business analysts, we are a lot more focused and concerned about the need. We want to be able to identify the needs and not just identifying those needs, ensure that everybody have a clear understanding of that need by defining the need. Now, the way a business analyst would define the need to a business stakeholder is different from the way he will communicate or define the need to a technical stakeholder. For instance, the way a business analyst would define the need for a client to understand will be different from the way a business analyst would define the need for a software developer to understand. And that is part of our jobs, part of our responsibility to identify and define the needs. And we don't just stop at identifying or defining the needs. Remember, needs could be a problem and it could be an opportunity. Yeah. So we don't just stop at identifying and defining these needs. We go ahead to recommend solutions that will deliver value to stakeholders. Because we are paid for delivering value to businesses, to stakeholders, we make sure that we are part of the change. Some people call business analysts change agents or change professionals because we help to drive change. We enable change in an organization. And the way we do that is by identifying and defining the needs and then recommending solutions that deliver values to stakeholders. Many people today confuse business analysis with business analytics. Some others also confuse it with business development. Now, these three are absolutely different from each other. Business analysis leverages the focuses on identifying needs and defining the needs, just as I've introduced it here. But business analytics deals with the use of tools such as Excel or Power BI or Tableau, or even programming languages like Python or R or SQL to clean, manage data, statistical data, to clean statistical data, manage statistical data, build dashboards or build analytical dashboards that would make sense for people to see impacts, right? Maybe impact over the last 30 years, over the last 10 years for a company or sales. Sorry, can you help mute? Okay. Sales record or sales performance or whatever, right? That is what business analytics does. Whereas business development is more focused on sales, bringing in sales, marketing, right? Going out there to, send out proposals, get more clients, get more leads, prospects into the business so that they can come and, patronize the business. That is what business development is solely involved in. So all of these three career paths are different. So don't confuse it because of the fact that there is business in front of them. You would assume them to be the same. No, they're actually different from each other. Business analysis, business analytics, and business development. Now, why are business analysts in demand? Number one, companies need business analysts to help them to properly articulate and analyze their business needs and also help them recommend ways to satisfy those needs. Companies need business analysts to help bridge the communication and understanding gap between stakeholders in a project. Companies need business analysts to help them institute processes, frameworks, and tools that will help the business stay competitive in the market. Companies also need us to help drive strategic, tactical, and operational changes or operational initiatives to help the business achieve its own vision. In business analysis, we have three pillars or three segments in business analysis. Number one is strategic analysis. Number two is tactical analysis. And number three is operational analysis. And these three key segments or areas are some of the things that businesses need us to come in to help drive and improve. Now, what are some of the responsibilities of a business analyst in a company? Now, the responsibilities could slightly vary depending on the industry or organization you find yourself, but in a larger scale, in a scale of 1 to 100, taking it at 90% or 95%, these are largely your responsibilities on a day-to-day basis or in the company. Number one would be to identify needs. Another one would be to also to analyze those needs. We have different tools we use in analyzing needs in business analysis. We don't use statistical tools that business analytics or data analytics guys do, right? We use business analysis tools such as we have Porter's Five Forces, we have Kano models, we have SWOT analysis, we have Ansoff metrics, so many of them, so many tools that we use. We have user stories, we have functional requirement tools that we use in analyzing needs. Then we develop strategies. Some people call us strategic professionals because we come up with strategic ways to solving problem for businesses. And then we drive the implementation of the change, the implementation of the solution, and we build relationships or we foster relationships between stakeholders in an organization. How can you become a business analyst? For me, everything starts with passion. Over the years, mentoring multiple and several students, I've been able to understand that for you to actually excel or transit into any career starts with passion, right? You need to be determined. You need to make up your mind that, yes, this is who I want to be. This is what I want to do. And irrespective of the challenges or difficulties or distractions that might come my way, I'm much more determined to get to my destination than giving up halfway. So you need to grow that passion. And after growing the passion, you need to ensure you get quality training. Quality practical training can never be overestimated, can never be overemphasized. You need to ensure that you are trained by someone who have a good understanding and who knows how to communicate that knowledge to you. And then you gain hands-on experience, hands-on project experience. Could be a pet project or a project that someone mentors you on. You get a hands-on project experience because companies pay or employ you based on the experience you have. If you just learn business analysis and you can't talk about an experience in business analysis that you have, I bet you nobody's going to employ you, no matter how wonderful your name is, or no matter the certification, whether you go and get the highest certification in business analysis we have globally, nobody would employ you if you're not able to talk about a relatable experience in business analysis. So gaining hands-on experience is very, very critical. It's very crucial. And then you get mentored. Mentorship is very important. With mentorship, you'll be able to overcome hurdles and you're able to move faster and farther than you usually or normally would when you go on your own or when you are not being mentored. And then be bold to apply to jobs. I've seen students after training and I ask them, hey, what's up? Have you applied for any jobs? They say, no, I've not applied. Or I want to rewatch the videos again. Or I don't think I'll be able to get any. I don't think I'll be able to do whatever. Or I don't think I'm ready to apply for jobs. Be bold to apply for jobs. There's no perfect moment to apply for jobs. Um, Last year, July, I had a cohort of business analysts in the UK, over 20 of them in that cohort. And there was this lady, um, all through her life, she has been a teacher, teaching nursery schools and pupils for over 12 years. She wasn't even on LinkedIn. She doesn't know anything that is called LinkedIn. She was in the UK, but she doesn't have any idea of what LinkedIn is. She's not on LinkedIn. She has no profile. So the first day we started the program, I told all of them that they should go on LinkedIn and write something about business analysis and also send connect requests to each other. She was asking what is LinkedIn. Some people were looking at who is this person asking what LinkedIn is, and I explained to her. She was like, that place that she can't enter there. All she knows is that she has been teaching pupils. That what we should write as experience. I said, write that experience you have as teaching pupils on LinkedIn and create a LinkedIn account. Now she went on. By the time we were halfway into the program, I encouraged everyone to go to start applying for jobs. Apply for jobs, you get an interview, I'll be willing to mentor even before we finish the program. People were lackluster towards it, but she made her attempt and she applied for jobs. To the greatest surprise of everyone in that cohort, over 20 people in that particular cohort, she was the first person that got a BA job in UK. 2 weeks after the program, 2 weeks after the program, she landed a job as a business analyst. So all that requires from you is to be bold enough to apply for jobs. If you apply for jobs and you get rejected, that does not make less of you as a person. Neither does that make you a dull or a stupid person. You learn from the experience and you go ahead and improve yourself. So be bold enough to apply for job opportunities. What are some of the benefits of becoming a business analyst, right? One is that the pay is actually awesome. I'm going to show you guys a list of job opportunities on JobServe. I did a real-time search on business analyst in UK and also in US, and I was able to get job um, um, jobs that were posted yesterday and today as well for business analysts. Now, the pay is actually awesome. When you see the salary yourself, you can tell by yourself. One title many professional hats. You're a business analyst, but you have the opportunity to exercise or play diverse role in different projects in different industries, right? Then you can utilize your past experience. You can utilize your past experience as BA. If you've been a teacher or you've been a student and want to become a BA, there's always something that you will use from your previous experience or encounter in life to move ahead in business analysis. Is the job is the career is independent and flexible. You can work from home. It's part of the jobs that you can work from home anywhere. I live in Nigeria and I work with a company in the UK. So you can work from home anywhere. I've worked with companies in US, I've worked with companies in Canada in the past as well. So it is flexible, excuse me. The job is flexible and also independent. There's never a dull moment being a BA. You are not doing repetitive, routine jobs as a BA, right? The job is actually taxing and exciting and engaging and adventurous. And also, the job market for business analysis is exploding globally. It is exploding. I believe you me. If you are able to get statistics or data on the number of jobs that were posted on LinkedIn this year alone, which I'm going to show you guys, the number of jobs that are posted on LinkedIn this year alone that have to do with business analysis, you'll be surprised with the enormous opportunity, whether you're in UK or US or Canada or Nigeria or Czech Republic or Poland or Norway or Australia, any part of the world, whether it is working from home or hybrid or on-site, just mention it. The job opportunity is awesome or is enormous out there. So we'll take a look at each and every one of them as we go. Now, the BA job market is growing on a day by day basis, right? In 2019, we have over 120,000 jobs. This is just LinkedIn alone in 2019 with fintech and with consulting and IT being the major markets employers. In 2023, we have over 350,000 jobs, so it has tripled by 2023, over 350,000 jobs in business analysis, with the major industry being IT, which is tech, also having fintech playing a large role, and government and consulting as well. So now let's delve into the program itself. What does the program entail? Right? The objectives of the program, the business analysis program, the structure, the course outline, the roadmap, the jobs and benefits and commitments that are there. Starting with the objective, the goal of the program is for us to help you build capacity in business analysis, right? Equipping you with the right skills and competence in business analysis. Number two is to make you job ready by recreating the real work experience scenario for you to flourish. And number three is to provide on-the-job support, mentoring you through the first month of your first BA job. So we provide on-the-job support for you. The structure of the program can be seen in 5 different forms. Number one is that classes are going to be virtual. So from anywhere you are around the world, you can join the classes online virtually. Since 2019 that I've been training business people in business analysis, and also Optrust have been doing other programs since 2019, we've never had any physical class. All of the students that we have trained globally have all been virtual. So you have opportunity to join a class from the comfort of your home or from your office or anywhere you find yourself. The classes are going to be practical. Believe you me, the classes are going to be practical. If you've taken time to look at some of the videos I've uploaded online, I've uploaded online, you see how practical my classes have been. So I give examples that are practical, case studies. I create scenarios for my students to have deeper understanding of what I'm trying to teach. Also, we'll give students take-home assignments just to help brush them up on what they are learning. While the classes are ongoing, we have assignments that you guys will be working on either as a group or as individuals, and you get to present these assignments at the end of the classes. And then we have hands-on projects. So we have a session whereby is a time whereby we start the classes. When we are doing the classes or the training, we will not be doing the projects. So make sure we train you. After training you, we'll now place you in projects. So you'll be solely focused on that project. You get your hands dirty. You work on that project for 2 months to gain valuable on-the-job experience. And the beauty about it is that in Optrust, we don't just build your hard skills. We don't just build your business analysis hard skills. We also go ahead to build soft skills for you. So we give you the opportunity to make presentations to stakeholders. So we are going to be inviting industry experts in business analysis and other walks of life to come for your presentation. So we're going to have a demo day where you or your team member will demo the projects that you've been working on, and you get valuable feedback from experts in the industry on what you've done and what have you as well. Now, the course outline is in 8 sections. Number 1 is Introduction to Business Analysis, where we are going to cover what business analysis is in detail, the key terminologies in business analysis, the core concept model in business analysis. And then we'll go over to planning activities and tasks as a BA. So what would be the best approach for you to take? Is it going to be adaptive or predictive? How do you manage stakeholder engagement? And how do you break down your tasks? So when you find yourself in a project, how do you know the activities and tasks you need to do as a BA in that project? And this is one of the things that are so confusing to business analysts. They don't know what to do, right? So how do you navigate what your tasks, responsibilities, and deliverables would be in that particular project? We'll teach you that, how to prepare business cases, looking at market analysis, strategy analysis, cost and benefit analysis, Porter's 5 forces, and SWOT analysis. Then we'll discuss business modeling. How can you help businesses become profitable, create winning and compelling business models for companies using business model canvas, BMC. And then another part of our outline is introduction to tech or introduction to IT. I have the full understanding that many students are not tech professionals and they are willing to transit into tech through business analysis. Now, we dedicate a session in the training period to explain to you what IT is, what tech is. Things like software development lifecycle, things like API, SDK, and what have you, what they are. Things like terminologies that are used by software developers or tech experts in the industry, so that you become familiar with this industry and you won't be a novice, or you'll be when you get a job and it asks you go and check the database, and you might not know what database is, the different types of database that are out there. So we have a dedicated class for introduction to tech or introduction to IT, and then we'll go over to requirement elicitation, where you know how to identify, investigate needs, and then solution and requirements, the different documentation formats such as BRD, business requirement document, or FRD, functional requirement document. How do we write them? Things like user story specifications, use case scenarios, process modeling, use case modeling, context diagram modeling, what have you. So we'll cover all of those in solution requirements, and then we'll wrap up the class with solution evaluation. Right? We'll wrap up the class with solution evaluation. How can you identify the loss of value of a solution to a business? How can you measure the limitations of a solution? And how can you optimize the potential value of a solution? Now, you don't need any coding knowledge before you can take up the course. You don't require any knowledge of programming. You don't require any knowledge of accounting, because we don't do accounting basically. You don't need to get a degree in business administration before you can take the course. Even though you have a degree in whatever career path, whether it is engineering or medicine or education or arts or whatever career background you have, you are fit and good to start in business analysis. All that is compulsory for you is for you to have that passion to do it. For the training, all that you need to start the training is your laptop and a good internet connection. Once you're able to connect with me online and you have a working laptop, you are good to go. Once you have a working laptop and you're able to connect online, you are good to go for the training. There's nothing else required. You don't need to have PowerPoint skills or Excel skills for you to learn business analysis. Now, what lies ahead of you? What is the roadmap of this program? We'll start on the 13th of January. And from 13th of January to 21st of February, we are going to have a 12 on-demand class in business analysis. So we are going to be covering 12 on-demand. We're going to be having 12 on-demand classes training in business analysis from 13th of January to 21st of February. The program is going to be for 3 months. So we start in January and we'll start in January and we are going to finish in early April. I think April 6th, 6th of April, yeah. So we start in January and we'll finish early April. So it's going to be for 3 months. Now, on the 24th of February, we are going to have a checkpoint. And in that checkpoint, we're going to review all of the assignments that you've been able to complete during the course of the classes. Because I mentioned earlier that during the classes, you're going to be giving students assignments to do while in class. While we're having those 12 classes, we're going to give students assignments to do. So on the 24th of February, we'll collate all of the assignments, review those assignments, talk you through those assignments before now assigning you to a project on the 27th of February. So you start your project, your hands-on project, your real-life project on the 27th of February. You start the project on the 27th of February and you will conclude it on the 30th of March. By the time you finish the project on the 30th of March, we'll have a demo day, a day where students will come and present or demo the products they've been able to build during the course of the hands-on project. And then on the 6th of March, we would, I forgot to mention this. So while we are in the training, I'll request you guys to send your CVs across to me. I will review your CVs and then improve your CVs for you. So CV optimization is what I'm going to do for you for free. So I'll review it and improve it and optimize it for you. Then on the 6th of April, I will send a CV back to you so they can start applying for jobs. Depending on when you send me your CV, I could actually do this earlier enough, right? So, but I'm giving a deadline for 6th of April. All CV reviews would have been completed and also giving back to students to start applying for jobs. And on that 6th of April as well, we're going to have interview prep. So we'll have a 2-hour session whereby I'm going to be prepping everyone on job interviews. Over the years as a BA, I've been an interviewee. That means I've been interviewed in jobs, right? I've also had the privilege of interviewing people as well, whether in junior or mid-level or senior business analysis role. I've interviewed people. So I know what it means, what it takes to be in both sides of the coin, to be the one being interviewed or be the one interviewing. So I know the questions that will be asked, how to answer those questions, what is expected of you when responding to those questions. So we'll have 2 hours of interview prep sessions, and then you are now ready to go out there and secure your job as a business analyst. All of the classes that we are going to be having in the programs are going to be recorded. So probably you missed any class, the recordings will be available for you at least up to 6 months after the training. You have access to the recordings. So the recordings will be available for you. Also, all the materials that we are going to be using in the training, that is the training material, the slides, the templates, documents you're going to be using, everything will be available for you. So we are going to give you all of those things for free once we finish the training. So you have access to a lot of material. By the time you are completing the training, you don't just know business analysis, but you also have the tools, the materials, the templates that are going to use to, practicalize or use them in your own job when you secure a job. So you don't need to start asking, where can I get this document? How do I create this document? Over the years, all the documents I've been able to collate and create and build, I'll be sharing all of these samples or templates with you guys so that it will help you to have a soft landing on the job when you secure one. Now, what does LinkedIn say about business analysis? In 2020, LinkedIn ranked business analysis, and this stuff came up in this result came up in 2021 because they did a ranking in 2020 as part of the top skills that are needed by most companies, right? Business analysis was ranked 6th on the list. Top skills that companies need, top careers that companies need. Now, how much does a BA earn? Just like I mentioned, when I was talking about benefits of becoming a business analyst, I mentioned great pay. So I was able to go on JobServe today. I would have gone and brought old JobServe jobs and show you guys. I was like, let me just get something for jobs that have been posted as recent as today and share with you guys. So if you check here, you see that the date here is 20th of December, which is today, 2023, right? Now, if you look to the top here, you see results for business analysts. I have over 10,878 jobs in the UK. So you see the UK flag here. So this is JobServe UK. Over 10,878 jobs in business analysis, right? And you can see the pay here. This one says 35,000 to 50,000 pounds per annum. If you are good in negotiating, you could get the upper limit of 50,000 or maybe 48,000 pounds, right? Another one, let me show you guys another one. This one is business analyst in London. This is a hybrid role. Hybrid means that you work from home for some days and you work from the office for some days as well. This was posted yesterday, Tuesday, 19th of December 2023. And this is for 100 to 120,000 pounds plus benefits and also plus bonus. So you see how lucrative, how flourishing the pay is being a business analyst. Another one, so let me pick another one for you guys. So this one is absolutely work from home. Whenever I see WFH, that is work from home. And this is a contract job, right? A contract role in business analysis. It says 470 pounds to 510 pounds per day. Now, if you are earning 470 pounds in a day, and you're working 5 days in a week, 20 days in a month. Now, do the math. If you work for 12 months, you know how much you're going to be putting into your pocket at the end of 12 months just being a business analyst. And you can work from home. I know people that do multiple jobs as BA. They are BAs, they are working with over 2-3 companies. In short, I have a friend who back then was working with 3 companies in US. 3 companies in US earning in dollars. He was still in Nigeria then, although he has located to UK now, but he was still in Nigeria then, working with 3 companies in the US. And he opened up to me and he told me, I was like, wow, really? Awesome. That's to show you how much the demand is, but the quality of experts that are out there to take these jobs are in the minority. And that is why I want to offer you that quality training so that by the time you attend these interviews, you'll be able to impress the recruiter and they will offer you the job, and then you pick up the job and then you begin to attain your financial dreams also attain your career dreams as well. Now, this is another one, 75,000 to 80,000 pounds in UK. I also went ahead to check another one in US. So this is another one too. This one is in UK as well. 500 to 550 pounds per day, a contract role. And then this one is in US. So if you look at the bottom right here, you see United States of America. So I had to do a business analysis job search for US, and you see the number of results that came up, over 40,000 jobs in US alone using JobServe. There are different job platforms out there. LinkedIn is there, JobServe is there, Glassdoor, Indeed, and this is just JobServe alone. Jobs, business analysis jobs posted on JobServe, right? This is 79,000 to $118,000 per annum that you'll be earning as a PA. This was posted on the 18th of December 2023. 18th of December 2023. It is a hybrid role, which means you can either work from home, you work from home for some days, and you work from the office for some days as well. Now, what are for this program that we'll be organizing, the business analysis program, you will need some commitment. So, and we call it investment. I remember when I started business analysis, then when I wanted to go into business analysis, I I had to make that investments in my future, in my career. It wasn't easy for me back then, but I knew that it was for the greater good. And today I'm really benefiting from it, to be honest with you. Not just financially, but in terms of satisfaction, being the fact that I've been able to help other people as well come into the career. So it's an investment for yourself. If you are a Nigerian or you're an African in diaspora, probably looking for visa sponsorship jobs, or you need job for you to be able to meet up with high growing demand in a foreign country, business analysis is an easier way for you. I'm not saying easier way for you to mean that it's an easy career. No, I'm saying an easier way for you in the sense that there's an opportunity for you to get quality training and transit to business analysis to have a flourishing and a rewarding career, even in tech, right? And business analysis offers you the opportunity to become a tech professionals. You don't need to know any programming skills before you can be called a tech professional, right? Business analysis disciplines like business analysis, projects, product management, and product designs. You don't need to know any programming language for you to take them up, right? So business analysis offers you the opportunity, and you have to see this as an investment. See it as an investment that you'll be making towards your present and also towards your future, right? Now, usually the program goes for £650, but for this particular cohort that will be starting first next month, usually all the cohort I start in January, I give massive discounts. That's what I do. Whenever I'm starting January cohort, I give discounts. So we'll be giving percent discounts for this particular cohort. And instead of £650, the fee is £400. We offer um, two installmental payments, so you can pay the um, first payment at the start of the program, and then the balance can then be paid into the first month of the program. So once we start the program, you pay, and then the remaining balance can be completed in the next 4 weeks of the program. If you also want to make the payments in other currency, maybe USD or Naira or any other currency, you can reach out to me on WhatsApp personally. I will send you account information for such currency so that you can go ahead and make the payment, and then I can have you enrolled for the program. Also, finally, um, the slots. To be honest, I have a lot doing, so I don't just take on everybody, right? I have a limited slots or a limited number I take for each cohort, and number once the limit reaches, what I do is I will tell you. For instance, if I want to take 10 persons for this particular cohort, once the 10th person pays, the 11th person that comes on board, I'll let you know that I've gotten the number of people that I need. If you are willing, you can join the next cohort that will be starting, and I'll give you the date of the next cohort or there and thereabouts. So I have limited slots available for this cohort, and the earlier you indicate, not just indicate interest, but also go ahead to commit to making the first initial deposit, the better for you, so I can secure your slots for you. So this is where I would stop for now and then take on questions. If you have any questions, maybe about business analysis or about the program, please feel free to ask. I'll be very much willing to respond to your questions. So you can unmute your mic to ask your question, or you can type your question on the chat. I'll see it, I'll read it out, and I'll respond as well. Okay, Jennifer, go ahead.
Um, so my question is there any support for after when you get a job? Because I feel like for someone who's just coming into business analysis, you won't know everything when you finally get a job. Is there any support you might have when maybe you're new to the job, just support to do the things you need to be done and learn from them, if you get what I mean?
Yes, yes, there is. So I don't know if you joined
I'm
much
sorry,
earlier.
I'm
So
sorry. I joined very late. I'm so sorry. I
yeah,
thought it was
so
8:30 UK time. Sorry.
no, it was 7:30 UK time. So
It's
there's, as I mentioned, we offer on-the-job support to our students. I mentioned it in the course of the presentation. So we offer on-the-job support. You're enrolling the program. For the fact that you finish the program does not mean that your relationship with us has ended. It is a continuous, right? It is a continuous relationship. So we support our students. We have our students book mentorship sessions with us, 30 minutes, 1 hour sessions, discuss if you want to discuss your tasks in the office, we are very much happy to help you with it. Some of my students, when they get their job, and the fact is that it's common, it's normal. Let me not say it's common, it is normal. When you get a job in a new career, you might feel overwhelmed, right, or confused, especially in the first couple of months. So
yeah.
most times I encourage my students to go ahead. I share my calendar, my weekly, because I have my weekly calendar available to my students. So you can book a time slot, and then we'll have a call, and I would explain everything to you. There was
Okay.
this student that I trained in 2021, right? He's in Canada. You see someone Ayodele when I was showing the reviews. I trained him in 2021, and he got a job in 2023 as a senior BA. That was the very first BA role. Because I've been following him up, how has he not applied? He said he was doing a program, a degree program in Canada. So he doesn't want to apply for a job while doing it until he has completed the degree program. He completed the degree program in 2023, applied and got a job as a senior BA. And most of the things he has learned in 2021, he has forgotten many of them and what have you. I needed to have a rigorous sit down with him, and I had to refresh his mind. He even shared with me some of the responsibilities and tasks that were given to him in the office. And I told him what he should do, how he should do them. And today he's working fine. He no longer calls me. He's doing awesome and perfect. So there is support available for all our students when you get a job.
All right. Thank
Yeah,
you.
welcome. Any other question, or you need clarification on something? All right. Okay. So that brings us to the end of the session. If you want to go ahead to make payments, you can feel free to reach me out on WhatsApp. I also drop my number here with everyone. So let me just drop my phone number on this. Um, you can reach out to me on WhatsApp, on the WhatsApp group. I also believe that everyone here got my mail, so you can also reach out to me on mail. Even on LinkedIn, you can go on LinkedIn, check me out, and also reach out to me on LinkedIn, and then we could discuss. So the earlier you book your slots, the better. The classes will start on the 13th of January. On the 13th of January. So the earlier you book your slot, the better it is, so that you're able to make sure that you are part of the program. Okay, so that brings me to the end. Thank you so much for your time. Thank you so much for participating, and looking forward to having you guys in class. Do enjoy the rest of your evening and compliment of the season.